So let's take a look at a few Poisson examples. Let's say the number of telephone calls that arrive at a call center is often modeled as a Poisson random variable. Assume that on average there are 10 calls per hour. What is the probability that there are 3 or less calls in 1 hour? Okay, so we said that there were, on average, 10 calls per hour. That's some number of occurrences, 10 calls per some interval, hour. Okay, so we've got a lambda of 10 calls per hour. Okay, and we want to name a random variable, y. And let's say that y is the number of calls that we receive in an hour. Okay, something else to point out about the Poisson distribution. The rate here is an on average. On average, we get 10 calls per hour. Here, y is describing a particular hour. Okay, it could be the next hour, it could be an hour 3 hours from now, but it's in a particular hour that we see some number of occurrences. Okay? Also, this denominator, this interval here, has to agree with the interval that's described in our random variable. So here we have 1 hour, here we have to have 1 hour. Okay? If we have something different here, then we're going to need to change our rate, and we'll see about that in a second. Okay? So what's the probability that we get 3 or fewer calls in an hour? What's the probability that y is less than or equal to 3? 3 or fewer. Okay, we're including the 3 here with the equality. Okay, that's the probability that y equals 0, plus the probability that y equals 1, plus the probability y equals 2, plus the probability y equals 3. Okay? So now we're going to implement the Poisson distribution. That's lambda 10 to the 0, e to the minus lambda, divided by 0 factorial, plus 10 to the 1, e to the minus 10 over 1 factorial, plus 10 to the 2, e to the minus 10 over 2 factorial. Finally, the probability that y equals 3, that's 10 to the 3, e to the minus 10 divided by 3 factorial. And if we sum that up, we should get a value of 0.0103. Okay? So if calls occur at a rate of, on average, 10 per hour, what's the probability that we get 3 or less in the next hour? It's a very small probability. We expect to see a lot more calls than just 3 or fewer. Okay? That's why this probability is so small, 0.0103. 1% of the time, we're going to see 3 or fewer calls in an hour.